the truth.
Okay, Kuz, my own observation, for whatever it's worth, was that your defense was on point tonight. You're moving your feet, you're sliding onto guys, or getting into people physically, and you could kind of see that in your plus-minus, even though your shot wasn't falling for the whole game. What did you see defensively, and what was your focus on that in tonight?
Just try to get my body in guys, like you said, be physical. I feel like a lot of times when I'm physical with guys, I move my feet. It's a little bit difficult to score on me when I'm doing that, and just got to get better at it. So.
Was there something about just Pop being over there, and of course you mentioned the defensive influence that he might have had, that coaching staff at Team USA, about that tonight?
I mean, there's the influence of it, but not really thinking about it, being from over there. But, just for me, just challenging myself every night, whether it's guarding Rudy or Aldridge or, DeMar parts of the game, just trying to lock in and get some stops. So.
I've told you before, I think you probably play best in the pink Pumas. Do you think that had anything to do with it?
I might have to wear them again for you. I got you.
So how about LeBron in that fourth quarter?
He's LeBron. It's what he does. He takes over games, and that's why we pay him the big bucks. It's pretty simple. Just give him the ball, get out the way, and let him make plays. And today, down the stretch, made huge plays for us, whether that's a couple threes or lob passes or whatever. So he's been great.
15-2 now. You guys have yet to lose away from Staples Center. Of course, the one road game was the opener. What about all these wins on the road, and what does that do for you guys as you move forward?
We're still not playing our best basketball. Obviously we're 15-2, but we just got to keep it rolling and keep every single day harping on the little things that that are our weaknesses, and just be able to convert on those.
Last thing, anything you guys need to kind of rally around with AD going back to New Orleans?
He's a big boy. He can handle it. Obviously there's going to be some noise. That's just how fans are. It's how they are. So you just got to get over it. But the good thing is, once the game starts, strictly basketball, then I wouldn't boo him because he'd probably get buckets. So.
All right, AD, what do you think was the biggest difference in that fourth quarter as you guys pushed the lead and kept the Spurs down?
We got stops. That's all it is. We started playing defense, playing a little physical, and we was able to get some stops, lay down late in the fourth quarter down the stretch, and also capitalize on the offensive end. Brown carried us tonight. Hit big shot after big shot. KC hit some big shots. Troy, we was able just to, put a team effort together on both ends of the floor.
When you were playing that two-man game with LeBron, you were getting a lot going to the rim, drawing some fouls. What are you starting to notice in what kind of chemistry you're building in that kind of lineup and setting?
Yeah, we know it's tough to guard. We had a lot of success last time we played these guys too in that two-man game. So we want to get back to it. Was able to find some success tonight as well. So we just started going to it. We know what worked late in the game, based off what we saw last game, and it was effective. And then, also having Rondo out there to get Brown to break off the ball and able to get him in some action as well, and then going to a two-man game. So we gave him different looks, but ultimately just try to get back to that two-man game and get the best shot possible.
Frank talks about how your shot wasn't falling in the first half, but you had 6 offensive rebounds. Is that part of that theory you said the other day where, you're going to find ways to impact the game, period?
For sure. And one of the assistant coaches, at the end of the third, your shot's not falling, but you're a +7. You're still impacting the game. So I still try to impact the game, not just on the offensive end, but on the defensive end as well, and do all the little things, especially when the shot not falling. Just make sure that my presence is still felt out on the floor.
The shots seem to be falling for just about everybody else. What has been working for you guys recently as a team and unlocking all these 3-pointers?
Confidence. What we're doing now is just making an extra pass. Instead of forcing shots, we're, getting to the paint, and instead of going in and trying to draw a foul or go in and throwing something up, we're finding, the guy on the weak side or in the corner on the wing, whatever, wide open, and he's in a rhythm, ready to shoot. So when we play like that, put guys in the rhythm and they're able to knock down shots.
What does it do for sort of the team when LeBron starts out as aggressive as he is going to the rim and scoring like that?
It opens the floor for everyone. When he's aggressive, getting to the basket and also shooting a three, it's the defense has to pick their poison. They get up on him. He's driving in. He's a great passer where he's finding guys for open shots, and then, they bag up or go under screens. He's able to shoot the ball at a high, at a high rate. So he's been great. He's been finding guys, putting the pass on the money. And like I said, when you playing like that and got a guy like LeBron who's selfless as he is and able to find guys, it gives guys confidence, and therefore we making shots.
Hey, Frank, up until that Troy Daniels three, LeBron had accounted for basically all of the points, either through direct assists or scoring himself. You've seen it all season in his career, but how about that fourth quarter from him?
Yeah, he was unbelievable. I gave him opportunities to get a quick blow around timeouts if he wanted to, and he said he was good, feeling fresh, and he just dominated the action. He was quarterbacking us on the defensive end, and really, like you said, made every play offensively. So the guy's just unbelievable, and game ball goes to him tonight.
What else did you see as the difference tonight?
Our second half defense. I think Anthony. Offensively, Anthony had a little bit of a slow start in the first half, and really picked it up in the second half. 15 points in the second half. Hit some big buckets for us, rolling to the basket, and every way that he scores. But I challenge these guys on the defensive end for where we are. In regard to the last couple games. Last couple games, we played good defense, a lot of possessions, and they made shots. Okay, but we didn't play good enough to make them miss. I felt like we had another level to reach. Our guys reached it in the second half, but LeBron James, just doing what he does on the offense, that deflates the other team. Now they're all figuring out how to stop him, and not focused on executing offensively. So his offense sort of punches them, knocks them down, and obviously that just strengthens our D.
He had those three.
Defensively, to start the fourth quarter, first 5-6 minutes, they only had one 3-pointer. Was there anything different that y'all did, or was it just
Well, we executed our plan better. We were not up on their shooters well enough, and they were getting some clean looks. So we tightened that up. We did a better job with our interior switching. Which is the second game in a row we had strong fourth quarters in that, and really led to a lot of misses. And I think our will, our ability to impose our will on the game in that fourth quarter was greater than the first half.
You've been stringing together some games recently where the three ball's been falling. What do you attribute to that? That guys getting their legs under them finally, more familiarity, or how do you guys having success out there?
Yeah, well, we're continuing to commit to no force offense. We're gonna keep the action moving. We're gonna keep making the extra pass until somebody gets open, and we have open looks. This team's gonna knock them down. LeBron was being played by them running under pick and rolls, and he knows he's got the extra green light to light him up from over the top. He's the best deep shooter on our team, and he made some big ones down the stretch for the whole second half really.
In New Orleans, what reception are you expecting on Wednesday?
I don't know. Last time we were the last maybe 7 or 8 games we played with so maybe the same.
Is there a part of you that's just happy that you can just focus on that more split focus? Any of that stuff is here and you'll get it over on Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm not really trying to get over. We got to go in and win a game. They're going to do what they're going to do as far as reception. I'm pretty sure every time I catch the ball, it's probably going to be moves and stuff like that. But as long as we stay locked in, I stay locked in. We play the game the right way, and we come out with a win. The rest of it.
LeBron said that the best part for him going back to Cleveland was when the ball tipped up and sort of all the other air cleared. Is that what you're really looking forward to? Are you anxious for that to get here?
No, I wouldn't say anxious. I kind of dealt with it a little bit last year. First game, after the whole situation, it's the same thing. Got moved the whole game and was still able to lock in. When when the ball gets thrown up, I really don't hear much. I'm so locked into the game. Obviously, it's going to be a little different, but most of the time when the ball is thrown up and we start playing, I'm locked into the game. Don't hear anything else. Just focus on doing what I got to do to win the game.
What is that? You'll go back into that building 15-2, best team in the NBA. Do you feel does that help you feel vindicated that you made the right choice? Do you feel reassured and all that?
I'm here to play basketball. We came out with a great start. We're out here to try to do what we got to do to win games. We know what our main goal is, the bigger picture, and the next game is the next game. It just happened to be that the team that I got traded from. So obviously it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting, but it's another team that's in a way to try to get us from our goal.
When you reflect on those 7 years you did spend in New Orleans, what does that city mean to you?